Have you ever seen someone who you can quite visibly tell beats this woman? I did at the gym today. Like, I was at the leg press. Like, no one knows like how my gym is laid out. It's never dull here. Anyway, main area of the gym is here. Then you go past here into the changing rooms. And then like here is the leg press. As I was like doing my thing on the leg press, I look up and the face of evil itself stared at, well, it didn't even stare because it was that self-absorbed. But they like friggin' charged like a bull. Like it's a fucking gym, bro. Like, no, it's not the end of the world. He like, I'm not even exaggerating. He's like, and he had this like freaking energy drink thing that he like cracked open, but because he's like, he looked roided out, man. And then like the cringiest part of all, he wasn't even buff. Like he was like the skinniest, leanest. Like he wasn't quite lanky. He did have a bit of muscle on. He was like fucking tall, and he was like not because of the way he looked, but because of the way he fucking acted. He looked like he was about to kill someone. He's like, and then the freaking like this whole half his energy drink all over the floor, and I didn't giving him the most disgusted look, like, bro, you just fucking like squirted, not even the sexy squirt, like the embarrassing squirt, half your energy drink over the floor, like literally making those noises. Storms over to the weight section, and it's like 3-4 o'clock, so like everyone's gonna be like walking through like his swine fluids of like what I assume is sticky sugar and like whatever else was in that freaking godforsaken energy. And he like walks over and he's like, again, like he is a very tall man, but he's not a very built man. So I imagine his voice would sound like this. So tell me why I heard from the weight section, oh, and like this like fucking, it sounded like Darth Vader having an orgasm. I know I live a very fucking cursed life, but like guys, I should not have the divinely cursed knowledge of what Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker, sounds like when he's coming. And this guy, like, he can't even fucking lift the weights. And he's like, like, he's like freaking ego lifting. And then, like, just imagine, like, this drink bottle as a woman. He's like, ugh, like, walking, this woman, this poor woman next to him, like, feeling out, like, I see his, like, ham. And I'm, like, looking at her. Because I'm, like, it was, like, he was groping her, and she's like walking off to the other side of the gym to do that machine where you put your legs in and then you go like that with the weight. And I look at her, I have never seen a more fucking miserable woman. She literally looked like this. Like, I'm not even exaggerating at all. I did not know a human mouth could go down that far. Like, she was literally like, oh my gosh, she was like literally, I wasn't like staring at her, but she was just like, I'm gonna try and make her. It's like her eyes were like down, and her mouth was like being pulled down into the pits of hell. Like, no, that looks angry. Like she looks like her fucking soul was being soaked out through her toes. I was like not. I was trying not to make eye contact with him, but I was looking at him across the gym, and like genuinely, he looked like he was about to kill someone. Like, I actually wanted to go tell the staff of like Anytime Fitness, but like that's just gonna look really bad if I'm going up and going, he's got a bad vibe, honey, I think he's gonna kill someone. Literally all he's doing is like making Darth Vader sex sounds. And I was like trying to keep an eye on him because he was actually really scary. He was like fucking slamming weights around, like, and then like looking. It was like he was trying to start shit without actually starting shit. And then like, of course, I'm trying to mind my own business as well, and I'm like doing the cable machine for like my own shit. And then I look up and he's gone. I don't know where he went. He would not have been there very long. Both him and his woman are gone. And like the crazy thing is, that's not even the first domestics I've seen this week at the gym. Like there was this other Middle Eastern couple, like, oh my gosh, that's a story for another day. But like, they were just gone. Like I would have thought they would go and get their like bags and shit and just walk. They vanished. I don't know. I've never seen them before. Hope I don't ever see them again. But like, man. So like the other Middle Eastern couple that I like, so I don't know this dude's like race. He had dark skin, but he genuinely, I've never seen anyone look like him ever. I genuinely don't know what country he came from, because you know how when you go into a house, right, and you can say like, oh, the wall's got yellow undertones or red undertones, or you can sort of tell when someone is from Africa versus India versus Pakistan based on like what shade of brown they're. I've never seen a dude with his shade of brown. Like, it is a colour that I can't even say that. He looked unique. Who knows where he came from? But anyway, this week, there was like this, like, I assume they were like either Middle Eastern or Indian. This girl was like doing Brazilian split squats by like the weights, and she was getting like, this dude was walking over and telling her, like quite visibly telling her off. And then she'd sort of like sit down and stare off into space. And I was like, I struggle to read like the nuances of human emotions, like because it's the autism, like social nuances like really lost me. I was like looking at it. I could be wrong. I could very well be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong. But to my perception, she looked like she was trying not to cry. And he kept coming over every like fucking 5 seconds. And I don't know why she did this. At one point she like waved to him like it was literally like, and he came over and she said something to him. And then he walked off. And I remember because I was doing the machine that goes like this. And there was a big mirror in front of me where the weights are. I was looking behind me where he was like doing random shit with like the bar that goes like that. And like I wanted to communicate with her. But he was right there and there was no way. And then this like other Middle Eastern dude turns up and he's like doing shit with a bench. And he's trying to like do shit in here. I don't know why, but they had to change positions. And when they did, I got up, I like leant over, put a piece of paper on like her bench which she had moved. And it basically said, my piece of paper said, "Are you okay? I'm here if you want to talk." And I put my Instagram. And she did this entire set without even noticing the bit of paper that was next. So I was like watching her. And at one point her man comes back up to her and I'm like, oh, I'm getting out of here. So I stop doing the machine that does this and I go over to do some stretches. And he talks to her and he walks off and he never notices the paper next to her. She never notices the piece of paper next to her. It's like, ah! And then eventually she gets up to wipe the bench down and she's like wiping and the paper's gone. I'm like, cool. Because surely like it doesn't take two brain cells to know that, hey, she moved the bench. Now there's a piece of paper. And she doesn't seem to notice it. So like I give up and I just finish up and I'm going to go home because I was like sick as a dog. And then when I go and wipe down like my mat to put it away, I go to where you like throw away the wet wipes and my piece of paper was there. Like she hadn't even bothered to put it in the bin. It was just sort of scrunched up by the bin. I did not ever see her look at it. So I don't know because like she could have very well been too scared, especially if a man's watching her like a hawk, like too scared to just entertain anything. For the life of me, I don't know, but there's been some like real weird shit happening with like strange men coming up and slamming on like the glass randomly like later in the day outside my gym. And it's like, why? Like keep your domestic violence shit out of the gym. I don't want to be freaking angsting out of my brain wondering whether to call the police or like fucking cast an exorcism and then wondering like, can I ever show my face to this gym again? It's just been like... I've never seen the face of evil look like that. Like, I've stared into the eyes of narcissists. I've known they're possessed by the devil, but like, bro, it looked like the devil was trying to actively claw his way out of this man's chest as we speak.